Girl, mama. Look at this amazing pile of cuteness. 6 very healthy babies. They're all here. Now going to be in charge of that for me. Here, chick, 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 chick. Yeah. Good morning, everyone. We are getting chores done and getting out of here a little bit early. We have to head over to the butcher shop and pick up our bull that was recently processed. So Stetson is no more in the form of a bull. He's now going to be in more the freezer form. We'll pick him up. I don't know how much to expect. Probably upwards of 500 pounds of ground. All right, get Peter over here. Cows. Royal was in here, but she's around. I let 2 cats out of the mouth. Okay.
Last night,
Reagan was in there last night?
yeah.
Oh boy.
There you go.
Here, guineas. Oh, Pig, you are doing so good rototilling. Royal, come on. Royal. 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 That's a fat cow. That's a fat one. Pudgy. Let me pet you a little bit. Pudgy. Pudger. Good girl. That's a good girl. We're going to be milking you soon. You got to get used to this. Hmm? Oh, what beautiful hair you have. You need a barrette, Pudge. Oh, the Pudge is good this morning. The camel's bad. And the baby camel. It's the baby camel. All right, sounds good. All right, let's see here. Cows are fed, guineas are fed. That pig, I need to check his water. Pete, we'll check waters, pig waters before we leave. All right. Mom got this. We just gotta go up and we'll do pig waters and goose food. And we're done. How's the belly looking? So I'm starting to get some really cool egg colors. Almost every day I get some green eggs. Those would be considered green. Those are from my olive eggers. And then I also get one green with brown freckles. Again, from an olive egger. Lots of varying shades of brown. This is probably my lightest I'm getting right now. And then I have this guy, which is probably my darkest. I'd like to add to my flock some copper morans, I think, that lay some of the darkest eggs, kind of a chocolate brown egg. So I hope to get about 10 of those this year. And then I also happen to have somebody, probably one of my olive eggers, for sure one of my olive eggers, that's laying this egg that's almost a shade of blue. So you can see I have my olive green with freckles, and then this guy would almost be considered blue. But they make some birds, or they breed some birds that actually lay almost a true blue egg, and I'd like to get a couple of those ordered. Breeding chickens for egg colors is sort of a trend, you know, in the last couple of years. So they're getting better and better at it and getting truer colors. I'm just going to keep trying to collect them until I get a good rainbow for my kitchen. They all taste exactly the same. Some just look more beautiful than others. All right, let's go down. We're going to do aquaponics.
Thank you, Mom.
Coming wild? So this is the last part of my taking care of animal type chores every morning, is to come down here and check aquaponics. I'm just lowering these lights just a little bit today to get closer to some of those seedlings that we just planted. Oh, and there's a ladybug in here. I'm going to rescue her. Ladybugs are an important part of our little ecosystem down here. So most people wouldn't be crazy about having a ladybug in their basement, but I actually kind of like her. See how different that is? So the aquaponics and the gardens and the cows and chickens and eggs and pigs, those are all part of our master plan to grow all of our own groceries. So it's a lot of work every morning and every afternoon to make sure all the animals are well and all of the food production is on track, but it really is an important part of what we're trying to do here. Due to the COVID pandemic, it was really difficult this year for anybody who grows animals to find a processor that would take them. We were calling around making meat appointments and they were sometimes a year and a half out. So that led to farmers having to be really creative and find different smaller processors that weren't full, or process them themselves, or what a lot of people did is had to hang on to animals longer than they normally would, which was really detrimental to a lot of homesteaders. Having to feed a cow an extra 6 months is really expensive if you have to do it through the winter and you have to be purchasing hay. So we were lucky enough to find a small processor that we've never used before and get a date that was only about a month and a half out, which was really kind of unheard of. So we're going to head over today to a really small town and pick up a little bit more beef. We just had another steer processed and we probably got 400 pounds of beef from that one. So this was a bull that was older that bred everybody he's going to breed this year, and we were not wanting to hang on to him for another year. He's about 6 years old, which is sort of the end of a bull's breeding life, and he's probably going to yield somewhere between, I don't know, 500 and 800 pounds would be my guess. And because he's a bull and he's not a younger animal, we chose to do all ground beef with him. We weren't sure if the steaks would be tender or the roasts would be as good. So we are going to be in a season of ground beef, which is wonderful because for about 6 months prior to last month, we did not have any ground beef at all. And having to buy ground beef at grocery store prices and have to buy an animal that was treated that way or was sent through commercial processing just does not sit real well with me. When we cook, we use large amounts to feed this family and some extended family as well. So we are looking, for example, last night I made meatloaf and it was 5 pounds of ground beef. Lots of other sides and vegetables and things, but still 5 pounds of ground beef. So even though that is a tremendous amount, we do go through it really quickly. So I think we have something like 600 of these 1 pound packs at least.
I wonder if we can somehow, I should ask her to see this, or we can tie it to the top on. I don't know if we can do that. 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 I don't
You guys ice skating?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I would give you a video tour inside, but this is actually an Amish run facility. We have a lot of those in our area, and they really don't appreciate being on camera. So to be respectful, we won't videotape inside, but she did check the paperwork for me, and we have 690 pounds of ground beef out there. That's pretty amazing. I'm not sure how we're gonna fit that in our freezer, but we're gonna have to go home and figure things out. This is the second smaller meat processing facility that we've gone to that asks where our boxes are when we show up. So we need to do a better job of having some kind of crates or boxes.